I think being busy business owners, you just don't ever get the time to sit down and go through the numbers and actually plan and look at your strengths and weaknesses. So for us, having an immersive 2-day process where we can sit down, look at all our business and have Suzanne and Paul guide us, that was the biggest thing that we've taken away from the last 2 days.
Especially with our team and being able to see how we can delegate to grow. It's easy to have big ideas of we want to make this amount of money or these amount of customers or things like that, but when you break it down of how you're going to do that in the 12 months of the year is eye-opening.
I think as a business owner, you tend to think you know it all, and it's not until you take a leap and you actually get a coach or come to a workshop like this, you start to realise that how valuable having a coach and investing in yourself and investing in your business becomes.
I think what we've learned is that we just really need a plan in place for our business. I think as business partners, you talk about the plan you have, but you don't write it down. Shutting off from business and just concentrating on a plan to put in place for the next 12 months.
And putting it into the software and seeing all the numbers come together has been really helpful. So definitely recommend it.
I think the biggest takeaway is probably just having each other accountable. You're in a partnership, so putting this plan in place, the biggest takeaway is that we can keep each other accountable. You can't be running a business without a business plan, and as I say, Suzanne is the queen.
We learn how to identify the weakness, the strengths, and to set a path, a strategy from A to Z to follow, to identify a strategy plan and to keep following this path in order to reach whatever goals we set. I learned the recruitment system because we had a big issue last year. We grew too quickly, and if we knew what we know now, we wouldn't have done the same mistakes. And we would have saved a lot of money.
Money,
and sleepless nights.
Definitely.
You want to follow, you want some directive. And Suzanne and Paul just really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. There's no cons, just pros.
My biggest one was about our staff and how we're going to treat our staff. And if we do that correctly, well then the business tends to flow on our direction of where we want to be in the next couple of years.
It was just more of a realigning of, we're trying to change the way we're doing a little bit of business, so to the focus of where we want to run the business to. Number one strategy that I liked was thinking about the end game, which I hadn't really thought about before. If you think about the end game now, 10, 15 years in advance, you want to implement all the good systems, all the good processes, all the good people.
The most important thing is to follow through. So it's all good and well doing them, but you've got to keep pushing through and doing the work afterwards as well. But it was a great course.
It's been a really full-on 2 days, but absolutely worth it. It's one of those things that you keep on talking about, that you will do your business plan, and to actually sit in a room with somebody who's guiding you, leading you through all those questions that you just weren't sure of, has now actually helped us put it all down on paper, and we are just about finished with our business plan after years of procrastinating. It's good to know what we have to do and get some strategies, and I feel like it's been an incredibly worthwhile couple of days, sort of hurting my brain a little, but well worth it. It's either a little bit of pain now or it's a lot of pain later on. Working backwards from that exit strategy and realising what we have to do to finally retire, have some freedom, but know that we financially will be secure doing so. Perfect. Anybody in business needs to do a business plan. Like I said, we had put it off and I feel guilty for doing so, but I think now, knowing that we have done it, we'd highly recommend it to any business owner. It really will give you focus that you've never had before, and it will hopefully be the path to success, the one that we always dream about, the one we always stress about, but if you do the steps, I'm sure you'll get there.
It's been really interesting, the dynamic. the level of detail we've been able to look at and become aware of together about each aspect of the business. So, costs for different aspects that we hadn't really considered categorising correctly.
For me, it's just been the discipline and structure of considering all aspects of the business in an objective way. Being confident that you've done a critical analysis of your business and its projections and forecasts.
For me, sitting at home doing a spreadsheet, you've got your own ideas about what goes into the plan, but when you come and look through a structured program like this, there's categories and pockets for information that I hadn't even considered.
It's so helpful to get all the stuff that was in my head down on paper. It gave real clarity of mind as to where I wanted to go in the next 12 months and then how I scale my business from there. I think to do the SWOT analysis not only on my business but also on myself as to areas to where I have strengths within my business but also strengths within myself and where the opportunities are for me to learn but also to grow my business at the same time. It makes everything really simple. It makes your brain hurt, but at the same time it's just the best thing, so I would highly recommend you come in and take care of it.